Why did he say that? It is because he firmly believed, not that he was a Hindi chauvinist as some of the South Indian leaders. He was even, his stones were pelted, chappals were thrown at him in the then Madras state. Because he spoke in Hindi. He said, I speak only in my mother tongue. I want you to speak in your mother tongue. He did not say, I am imposing here. Why did he say that? A very simple rule. All of you are enlightened people, you should think about it. It was his firm belief. If you don't teach your children in their mother tongue, you will never be able to create an egalitarian society of equals. Only mother tongue can usher in equality in education. Through equality in education, you can build a society of equals. If you want me to count and give you the exact figure, it may run to millions. Million principles of socialism are adopted in the Constitution. Above all, you please remember, I have given you the uphill task that was before the Constitution came out, to bring together so many castes, so many religions, so many languages. So what kind of a constitution? What kind of a seamless web they were weaving in order to keep this society together? They have woven such a fine fabric which has withstood all the shocks and pressures for over 75 years. It has remained intact. Constitution is a living document. It is an organic document. Constitution is not only alive, but it is kicking, as they say. It is growing stronger and stronger. One is the doctrine of equal opportunities or doctrine of absolute equality. What does it mean? It means this, that everyone has the same right as the other. You want to apply for a job? All men and women have equal opportunity to apply for the job, compete and get selected and appointed. You want to contest election? All men and women are entitled to contest and win the election. So that is the absolute concept of equality. So you ask them to compete for an IAS, IPS, I will give you equal opportunity. No. It is only those castes and communities like Brahmins who had access to education, who had access to knowledge, because India shielded knowledge as a personal privilege of a handful of castes. Not only shielded, it prohibited all other castes from acquiring knowledge or education, accessing. What happened to Ekalavi? Classic story of Ekalavi. He was denied education only because he was a Beda. He was a hunter. He was not a Brahmin. He was not a Kshatriya. What happened to Karna? Though he got educated, he had to suffer the ignominy of his knowledge, equipment and education not coming in handy at a time when he needed it most because of a curse. And a Jatka horse to run the same race on equal terms. So therefore, The second limb of Article 14, Doctrine of Equality, second limb, it says, achieving equality as an end goal, you are permitted to take what is known as classification. Classification of classifying equals and giving them preferential treatment. See, so beautifully this is conceived. Because if it had been, Article 14 had been there and simply the growth of inequality was arrested, rich would have remained rich, poor would have remained poor, Brahmins would have remained educated, Shudras would have remained uneducated, that would have happened. Therefore, after arresting the spread of this inequality, Constitution thought of a principle. Women have achieved one more thing, namely, the Parliament has passed a law which will provide reservation in favor of women in Lok Sabhas and Assembly. It is still in the sky, pie in the sky. We don't know when it will come into. Narendra Modi is not speaking of, because he has added a rider that will come into effect only after the census results are announced. So, though 4 or 5 years have passed after passing this legislation, till this day they have not thought of conducting census. Be that as it may, that is there on paper. But what is there already in the Constitution are two important provisions. Article 243T and Article 243D. Article 243D deals with panchayats. So in the panchayats, women shall get not less than 1/3 of the members. Karnataka is given 1/2, not less than 1/2. 16(4) in employment under services under the state. Article 17 has abolished untouchability. And Article 46 has given preferential treatment to education of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. Article 21A has given universal right to get access to education, which is now a fundamental. So these are the developments in the field of education in order to bring about social equality. 9 and 30 which protect minority rights. And our freedom of religion has no parallel anywhere in the world, because the freedom guaranteed includes not only freedom to profess and practice a religion of your choice. You can even climb up the rooftop and say, my religion is the best, and propagate your religion. Propagating your religion is also a fundamental right. Nobody can take it away. So that is the richest form of freedom of movement, that is freedom of religion, that is guaranteed anywhere in the world, in any constitution. Ours is the best. 29 and 30 guarantee minorities' rights to open educational institutions of their choice and administer them. And unless they are equal, they don't mix and they don't shed their caste. So you are creating an equal society by those who are availing the reservation benefits and enabling them to mix with those who did not get reservation benefits. Now, practically speaking, how it is working is very, very important. By providing reservation in MBBS, you are allowing Dalits, Adivasis, women in proportionate number to sit in the classroom. Are you not doing it? Once that happens, there are other men who claim to be more meritorious, and they are already there. So whether merit or reservation, they sit in the same classroom, they develop friendship, they develop camaraderie, they develop fellowship, and eventually get married. And large number of marriages that are taking place were dreams of Gandhiji between touchables and ex-untouchables. More cash is flowing into the society than before after demonetization. Anyway, so classless society. How do you bridge the gap between the rich and the poor? For that again the Constitution provides a detailed program of giving liberty to the governments, both at the center and the state level, to achieve equality in any manner they want, to ensure there is equality among groups, there is no inequality between groups, ensuring equal wages for equal work, same wages for men and women, same treatment for men and women, and more importantly, giving universal education. Likewise, child labor is abolished, Article 24. Like these friends, I have a million counts of socialist principles which are incorporated. I can go on saying. Perhaps the best or the nearest this thing, Dr. Lohia is to say, a class without movement degenerates into a caste, and a caste which is provided mobility, it elevates itself into a class. You can see how it is realized was economic and administrative decentralization. For that, what did he advocate? He advocated a nation of four pillars, four-pillar state, as he advocated. What did it mean? It meant the nation should have four pillars of administration or politics or democracy or economy. First pillar is the village. Gandhiji said village republics. So the first village should be villages. Village should have everything under the sun, not only for administration but also for purposes of, this is important, for purposes of taxation. Especially he said village should have the power to tax the mountains in that village, water in that village, sand in that village, granite in that village. All natural resources should belong to the village, and village should have the power to tax. You can take away certain areas of this and vest it in the district administration where it is more convenient to deal it at a district level. So these were the two strong pillars, the village republic and the Jilla Panchayat. Defense should be in the hands of the union. Number 3, telecommunication should be in the hands of the union. Number 4, railways should be in the hands of the union. Number 5, external affairs should be in the hands of the union. All other things will go to the states or the Jilla Panchayats or the village panchayats. Gandhiji said that government is the best which governs least. We have the state, we have the Jilla, we have the village. There are four pillars. But what the constitution has done is, it has reversed law here and given all the powers to the center and some powers to the states. And the village panchayat has the power to tax only garbage or the houses at the most.